in another world.
Do you think teams get scared of a W when they play against Westbrook?
What you mean get scared of a W? Like,
do they get scared they're going to lose? They can get embarrassed. They can get smashed on, posterized, triple-double. But do you think any team has ever really feared Westbrook when they go up against, like, we're going to lose now?
No, this is what I think. I think the biggest thing that I feel like was missing in Westbrook's career, and I think I texted this on the group chat, I feel like he needed a winning championship pedigree coach to, like, cultivate him coming into the league, like, from jump, to be like, let me show you how to
play point guard and win.
Play point guard, average your triple-double, like Magic Johnson did. Like, I feel like if he had that coming up out the gate, I feel like his game would be, if he had that, people may argue about taking him over Chris Paul. Because his, like, if he had a Phil Jackson, a Pat Riley, some coaches of that ilk. But I'm looking at, like, his coaches, Scott Brooks, he came into the game with, right? I could be wrong. I want to say if it wasn't his first coaching gig, it wasn't like he had many opportunities before that. You got Scott Brooks, then you got Billy Donovan, then you got Mike D'Antoni. That offense was all about James Harden, right? Then you go back to Scott Brooks, who you started off with Washington, and then you get Frank Vogel. I don't feel like, and by that time, really after Scott Brooks, like, Westbrook is who he's gonna be. He spent his first 7 years with Scott Brooks. So, like, at your 7th year, you are who you are. You have born into the player that you are absolutely 1,010% gonna be. Maybe minor tweaks here and there, but you are who you are after year 7. And by that time, I feel like also too, with those teams, Westbrook has always had the greenest of green lights. So he had the space, he had the opportunity to mess up. Like, you Westbrook, nobody's gonna come in and take your minutes. So you're gonna continue to average a triple-double, especially when Kevin Durant leaves, because all those shots going to you, because you Russell Westbrook. And when you look at it, right, so since he's left OKC, first year with Houston, 27 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists with Houston. Playing with James Harden, who was still in his prime at that point in time, right? Then you go to Washington, and y'all make the playoffs. You average a triple-double, 22, 11, and 11. Now, Bradley Beal is an all-star player, but he only played 3 games this season. So I think he didn't really have to share that many shots or assists or, handling the rock, being on the court, because Bradley Beal only played 40 games. So Westbrook was able to average a triple-double in that regard.
Right.
Frank Vogel, then you get the Lakers. Now, if there's any space and opportunity, bro. Now, I won't fight you. All right, you got AD, you got Dwight Howard, you got LeBron. I'm not going to fight you on not averaging 10 rebounds.
Melo.
I get it. Okay, that's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need you, Westbrook, to average 10 rebounds, right? He goes to the Lakers. His lowest statistical season, in points, he averaged 27 with the Rockets, 22 with the Wizards, 19 with the Lakers. 7 assists with the Lakers, and 7 rebounds with the Lakers, and 7 assists. So he averaged 19, 7, and 7 with the Lakers. And you would think, well, he with the Lakers. Why would dude need to average a triple-double? Or maybe he doesn't have the opportunity to really average a triple-double. But take this into consideration, right? Westbrook played the most minutes and the most games for the Los Angeles Lakers this season. Now, by his standards in his interview, he had a down year because he didn't average a triple-double, considering he averaged a triple-double last year. He would try to make the argument that, hey, I didn't really get a chance to fully be me. And I feel like what he means by that is, I had the green light at all these other places, and when I came here, that light got slightly dimmed to a degree because I had to spread the wealth. But that's not really an excuse because, bro, you playing more minutes than everybody and more games.
And you playing with LeBron James, like
LeBron, right? And so you can say the argument of assists. Well, we know LeBron is ball dominant. We know he's the real point guard. But when Westbrook is handling the ball, he was leading the league in most turnovers a game, but because he stopped playing towards the end of the year and Trae Young had to keep on playing, Trae Young kind of beat him out for that, just having to play more games. But Westbrook is right there at second most for turnovers per game.
And not to know, Trae Young actually led the league in total points and assists, I believe. Total points and I forget what it is. He was the first player in NBA history to lead the league in total points. And anyway, it reasoned out to why he, led the league in turnovers. He also led the league in some other proficient categories as well.
Player usage and all of that.
He probably going to the playoffs.
Probably not.
Who they got to play again?
I just don't see it, bro. They defense, they can't stop nobody.
Yeah, but yeah, man. So Westbrook second most turnovers a game, last in 3-point percentage. Went to 67% from the free throw line. That's the worst in his career this season. And so for his numbers to decline like that, one could argue 19-7-7 ain't a bad year, but judging by Westbrook standards, and it not being in a winning effort, 19-7-7, but y'all find a way to win, or it's productive.
That's amazing.
But that's marvelous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listening to the interview, looking at his stats, and just looking at the year, man.
The Lakers might need this lottery pick. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know where Westbrook goes from here with his career. I was thinking about it, I believe he's going in to year 15, and maybe hey, bro, you've had a marvelous career, bro.
Don't say it.
Your
don't
career
say
is
it. Please don't say it.
Your career
sound like you was finna say it.
Your career is absolutely unscathed. First ballot Hall of Famer immediately, soon as you retire.
Stop
but,
it.
What is where does because I don't feel like Westbrook is driven to quote unquote win a championship. And obviously that's all we be wanting as fans, who's gonna win the championship? Where does Westbrook go from here, with his career? Because I was thinking about this too, bro. And y'all can say maybe I'm jumping off the cliff, all right? We did it with Ben Simmons. Is there 20 players in the league that you feel like you can name that you would take over Russell Westbrook right now today?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to have to go and name them, but
I'm gonna say I'm gonna need that out of y'all. I'm gonna need that out of y'all.
No, don't do that because what you mean? I can ramble right now.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start on his own team.
Randall.
Do you want to go there? Because
I'm not saying I disagree. I just want to be entertained.
LeBron, Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, fucking Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Bro, and then we just super quick. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, give me Trae. I need that.
Of course, I'll take Trae any day of the week.
We said Dame, right?
Damian Lillard, win healthy. Come on.
Of course,
Kawhi, Paul George,
Bradley Beal. I said PG and Kawhi. So Bradley Beal. Oh, I forgot. KD, Kyrie.
Luka.
I said Luka. Definitely said Luka. And shit, James. You need I'm still taking James.
Yeah, but
I think
if it's that
that's
easy,
over 20.
bro, where has how far has Westbrook fallen? Because at this point, I don't know if like Darnell, like is any team scared that they're gonna lose because you see Russell Westbrook? I don't know if
Devin
any team
Booker, my fault.
I don't Chris Paul. I don't even think a team. I don't even think a team is excited to grab a Westbrook.
Donovan Mitchell.
To, like be like, we need you to like get us over the hump. I don't even think Westbrook has that on him like anymore. Like it's just like, where does he go?
Michael Jordan wants him in Charlotte for whatever reason to stomp LaMelo's growth out of
the ceiling is the roof.
Thank you. You said that's the only thing that's gonna happen with Westbrook.
Or to put him in that Isaiah Thomas role. Russell, if you can accept that you're not that nigga no more, you can be the best thing smoking coming off that bench, and you can play just like how you want to play.
Oh, absolutely. 1,000 agree with that. He'd be
but
the
you're not
best
closing
role player
out
that
games.
Existed if he can
you're
calm
not
down.
Closing out games. You're not starting them. But I feel like you can help us tread water on that second unit. You can abuse any second unit in the league.
You at that point Jamal now. Crawford, in my opinion. He had that talk with Jamal Crawford.
Nah, he don't need to talk to Jamal Crawford because Jamal Crawford ain't never been in Russell Westbrook's shoes the way he done been undoubtedly the man.
Jamal Crawford is way. I take Jamal Crawford's offense over Westbrook's.
But what I'm saying is how to be that guy, like how to sit your butt down the first couple of minutes.
This to become a Russell Westbrook slander episode. I don't want this to become a Russell Westbrook slander episode. I don't.
Hey, I feel like
we're trying to
feel like we're snowballing. I feel like we're snowballing to there. So
no, we don't have to. I don't see Westbrook in that light because I just like Westbrook is a done daughter. So it's just like him come off the bench, like
bro. Melo even had to take that pill one day. Like eventually, everybody ain't LeBron James to where in their latter years, everybody you still gonna be like the one or two option on a championship team, bro. Like we gotta look at LeBron James and like that is what we seeing from him. And man, that's another thing too. We gonna miss him so much when he gone because we love to just tear him. Nah, real shit, bro. We love to tear that man down, but bro, when we look back at
my fault, bro. Keep going, my bad.
I was just gonna say, man, when you look back at his career in totality, and I'm saying this about both, Westbrook and obviously LeBron James, we will have missed what they provided and brought to the game so much. LeBron with his availability and just never selling us short and being able to drag motherfuckers like me in the league and being able to get them to a championship is amazing in itself. And I don't want to hear the people, Jordan never got booted. Yes, he did. He got booted in the first round a few times. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not holding none of this shit against LeBron in his 37 years on earth. Like, with his 20th year. I'm just not. And the same with Russell, bro. Like, first ballot Hall of Famer. Granted, your style of play isn't conducive with winning. You need the right situation because you're so ball dominant. I don't think you can win a championship with you being ball dominant. But hey, man, I still enjoyed it while it was here. I enjoyed it while it was here.
That's how I feel. I don't think Westbrook is trash. I don't think like off with his head right now, get him out the league or like make him come off the bench. I still think I think he has a high caliber talent still. It just seems impossible to make it gel with
you wanted to win on a championship team, you got to come off the bench, bro.